Hi, Lisa with Blue Moon Scrapbooking. Today I'm playing with the Tim Holtz Alterations Movers and Shapers Vintage Valise die. And the die is over here, Scott. I punched it out to show you what the pieces are. You have the little corners, you have the leather straps, the band, and the handle. And it all comes in the one run. But I made a mini album today with it, and I only used, the suitcase on the front. But when you run your paper through, you don't have to die cut all those pieces. You could run through this end, so you don't waste a lot of paper. But it is a large die. And some of the other dies I used today, I've got the mini and the larger size in the cabinet card. And I used the sewing room, which, isn't that coming in soon?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the end of the month, June.
End of June, you guys can get this.
Yeah.
I've also playing with some Hero Art stamp. This is my favorite stamp. Look, the little pieces pop out so you can highlight things if you need, and that's wonderful. And I can't wait. I didn't use any today because we just got it. Lace It Up by Basic Gray. This is going to be fabulous to use as accents anywhere. Seven Gypsies has these great rings that just untwist and they pop open, but they're all wiry, so you can fit a ton of stuff in it. They are the best for your minis. So let me just flip through a lot of Tim Holtz paper, crepe paper. I used some Hambly screen prints to have some windows. This one right here, I don't have the stamp, I forgot to pull it, but it's a Crafter's Companion, the fairy stamps. And I've got it on an older pink paisley paper. I love that stamp. Oh, Canvas Co-op. This feels beautiful, all flocky. Some more overlay. Here's a little tag from the tag die. I did use the tag die too. And I inked it up with the Distress inks. Just put some colors right over it. Here's another Tim Holtz little paper. His papers are great. I think I have one here because, look, you get larger pieces and then you get these small ones, and that's what I cut to make a little tag, one of these small ATC sizes. This is the Maya Road stamp with the, what's it called, typewriter on it.
Yep.
So I love that. I made my own flower using the Scrap Happy glue. Just cut a circle, put the glue on, let it dry for about an hour, and wrap it up, and a bunch of ribbons tucked in. This trinket, Marion Smith's trinkets, they're fabulous. They're so vintagey. Got to have a few of those. Oh, Jenny Bolin, her New Haven. Great paper. Some pink paisley that I distressed. That's the anthology. Life is Good. You can use different sizes. Now, this is all, again, cut with this die. It gives the raggedy edges, and I used the bindery to punch my holes. Gypsies. And now I can just keep adding to it, like these Seven Gypsies. What do they call them? Journal pages. They have a bunch of pages. You just bindery punch it. You have places for journaling. Here I use that Hero Art stamp on that. Here's the cabinet die that's embossed and inked a little bit. Here's the only page I actually finished so far, using the Donna Downey words. I glued them with the Scrap Happy because it works great with fabric. With paper, I tend to use these two glues are my standards. I use this with all paper. I probably used it on these buttons. And if I'm putting anything near a photo, I go to the Scotch glue. So those are my glues I normally use for putting most stuff down. Here's the little Maya Road new ribbon that just came in. And there's the sewing die. The die. Oh, and look at this. I've showed you before, but this is Melissa Francis crepe, and I didn't ink it because I'm going with the beigey look here, but this is great to be misted to put whatever color you would like. And I'm going to back up because I did use this distress stain right on the front on a chip piece in the blue. That's distressed with faded jeans. So there's my one page. Hopefully I'll come back and show you what I've done with this when we get some other dies in. I haven't even inked that up yet. I'll probably add some color, some crepe paper. Here's the page where I used some fiber, made myself a ticket die, tag die, tag die, and I hand stitched it. I had just flipped it over, glued it, and then I put this piece of paper over it, so I have a real loose pocket. This is one of my new favorites, Out of Print by Basic Gray. That's the back side. I love the front side and I love the back side. And over here for my tag, I'm going to put this flower on it. This flower is, can you pull over to this side, Scott? Mm-hmm. This is the mistables. You cut them out, as I have done here. I cut them all out and I ran it through the the washing machine, and it edges it all. It's nice and a nice stiff feel. It's great. Over here, see, this is what it's going to look like when I'm done with my tag. On the small flower, I just tucked it over and I glued it with my glue. And on these, now I've got a real scrinkly hard look, because this, when you use these glams, it's not like using a Tattered Angels, which is more watercolor, so it wouldn't stiffen it. But these paints, because they're paint, they stiffen it, and I love the look. I used both these two, Hayride and Rustic. I mixed them on this one, and this one is just Hayride, because I'm going to mix all the beiges. And this is a Prima. It's a button, it's not a brad, so it's easy to put on. You don't have to worry about making holes. And I've also started another page using this Daily Junk mini notes and labels. It comes with a ton of accessories. Here, look at this. And I punched one already, and this is going to fit in the album. And I took one of the little extra pieces, stapled it with a tiny attacher, and now I can put some journaling and just slide it through, and it can go through all the way or not. It's got a good hold, so it's not coming out as it is. And then on the back, I would either glue some more paper or just take my distress stains. But hopefully I'll be playing more with this. Oh, here's how I paint the glams on too. It works really well to use a big brush, because it fits right in the jar, and then you can keep going. But hopefully I'll add to this soon.